in Brasilia.
And the destruction over the weekend also saw several valuable artworks damaged, in some cases irreparably, with the director of the collection calling the scale of the losses incalculable. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
And here's the main news again. Prince Harry's memoir has gone on sale around the world, with some fans in the UK waiting in line overnight to buy a copy. The UK government is proposing anti-strike legislation which would aim to ensure minimum service levels in key sectors during industrial action. And the French Prime Minister will announce the full details of the government's controversial pension reform plan later on Tuesday. And that's the latest from Feature Story News. Giles Gibson reporting.
Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. You got Scott and Val firing things up for a Tuesday, and my beautiful sister Val all the way from Deer Park, Washington. Good morning, Val.
Good morning, my handsome brother Scott.
Ooh. All right, first sound effect for Val.
You, know this girl?
Sadly, yes. She is my sister. She's a little crazy.
So fitting. So fitting.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, listening to the wrap up of the news there that's on before us. Totally unimpressed by the teases that had came out. I would never go buy the Royals book anyways, but totally unimpressed by the teases that are coming out about it. It's like, really? We're not getting anything juicy?
They've had a few clips of the interview with him, and that's kind of interesting. I mean, claiming his brother physically attacked him, and, how much grief they had given Meghan over her ethnicity. So it's kind of interesting, and, but at the same time, I don't really care.
Wah, wah. Well, it's like he said, too, as Prince Charles at one point had said that he wasn't his dad in a joking-like fashion. And I was thinking, well, maybe he isn't. No, you're both kind of homely. Oh.
Well, he's the better looking of the brothers, that's for sure.
Ooh, I should get we got logos across our faces this morning. If you're watching on Facebook, it's Tuesday. I'm not paying attention. There you go. All right. What else? What else this morning before we jump into weather and breakfast? Biden pulling a Trump. You know what I'm talking about here?
Yeah, there was a few, they said, don't know how many, but a few classified documents found at an office that he used to have, right?
Yeah. So a couple different, Trump, of course, jumped all over it, but there's a couple huge differences is they found theirs and turned them in. As they were cleaning momentarily, and turned him in, as they were cleaning his office, and Biden has a way better excuse than Trump because all Biden has to do is look at the camera and go, "Oh, I forgot."
Well, and I thought that's kind of interesting. I don't think, you can't call for him being prosecuted for this or anything like that if you're not willing to let them continue with their investigation of Trump. So, it kind of goes both ways at this point, right?
Yeah. A huge misstep on their part.
Right. So if you want the DOJ or whatever to be able to investigate this, then you have to let them continue investigating Trump.
Because fair is fair, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. The other thing that was kind of cute for Sleepy Joe is when he was down in Mexico, he was touring some building, and he stopped at one of the Salvation Army members that was there, and thought they were actually started talking to him about the Secret Service because he thought he was an agent.
Oh, no.
Oh, Sleepy Joe.
Well, maybe we should, begin this whole thing with not having, elected officials that are, even in their 70s, and 80s is ridiculous.
I'm just on a thing of after watching Congress, last week and stuff, is just vote out the incumbent every time. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to like push a candidate or say. I'm just going to say vote out the incumbent. I think it's the best thing to do, and I don't think we should be paying people lifelong health coverage and salary just because they participated in our government. It should be almost like a public service.
It's interesting to me that the Republicans are saying now that they, since they have control of the House, since they have the speaker that they wanted, one of their first bills is going to be on term limits. And
Don't
so
believe it.
I did a little looking into this, and their suggestion, at least in a preliminary bill, was 2 years term limit, 2-year term limit for senators, which would be a maximum of 12 years, and 3 terms for your House of Representatives. So that would be a max of 6 years, which, I'm all for that.
Totally.
I think it's a great idea. I am just surprised that they are going to put that forward. And I don't know why. I just feel like it's something that they campaigned on because they knew that's what their constituents, everybody's been yelling for ages that they need to have term limits. And I feel like they're doing it to placate their constituents, but I'll be shocked if it really goes through. I guess maybe that's just me being pessimistic about it, or maybe I'm being a realist. I'm not sure which way to look at it, but yeah, I'm going to be kind of surprised. I think it's an awesome idea, but at the same time, yeah, I think it's a good idea. I've always said it's a good idea. I was going to say I wonder how much more is going to be spent on campaigning, but I guess it doesn't matter. Every 2 or 6 years are going to be campaigning anyway. So,
sure.
But yeah, very, very interesting. I hope it goes through.
Definitely. All right, I'm going to throw out some weather. We're looking for, actually, let's do food first in case people are getting ready to put the kids on the bus. This morning, breakfast, pancake, sausage patty, fruit juice, milk choice, and then, give me a second to toggle for lunch. It's chicken noodles, biscuits, green beans, fresh veggies, carrots, fresh fruit, and your choice of milk. Weather-wise, for Chihuahua, I keep losing things here, 40 for a high today. Wow, you guys are toasty.
Toasty. Oh, man, and getting the rain, holy cow.
You've got cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing, high around 40. Tonight down to 26 with light winds. Let's see, really only like a 10% chance of some precip. Up that to 20 for your Wednesday, 37 and 32. 80% chance of rain-snow mix for Thursday, 39 and 38 for the high and low. Friday all the way up to 45 with 50% chance of showers. Same deal for Saturday and Sunday, 42 on Saturday, 41 on Sunday. Please keep those warm temperatures till I come visit and leave.
We've got a good morning this morning from Marion. Thanks for listening, Marion.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, we're always broadcasting YouTube, Twitch, off our website at kchw.org, and on Facebook when Scott remembers to press the button. All right, something fun I found online last night. I'm going to try to switch the camera to this. This is kind of we'll try to describe it really well, but it is kind of one of the bonuses you get for watching the morning show. Now, this was one yesterday, one of those videos that pops up, on your storyline. And I'm gonna go ahead and just start it. I don't think the audio will play. So as you can see, she's put water balloons in her toilet. And then she put a bunch of toilet cleaner in there, and now she's covering it with shaving cream. She will proceed to cover the shaving cream in like some OxyClean. Here we go.
Oh, comment.
And there's going to be some OxyClean in there too.
All right.
And then she does this same thing over and over and keeps layering it. And then the OxyClean. And this is from a site that claimed to be, it was like specialty cleaning, like it was a cleaning company or something. And I'm guessing this is a joke. There you go, Barbazol shaving cream over the top of the comment and the OxyClean. And now here comes like Palmolive, and then she does Dawn. And it begins to get really colorful and almost, it looks like it's edible. It looks like marshmallows in a toilet, which, if you're a big eater, a toilet bowl could be a really big bowl.
Well, what's interesting is there's 4 different types of dish soap. Why? It's like Dawn Palmolive, a different kind of Palmolive. Yeah.
I think this is one of those stupid joke videos, but they're just adding. What we need to do, though, is scroll to, see if I can get up there, scroll into it a little ways. So she keeps layering it until the toilet's almost full. And I would think, there's some chemicals you don't want to mix together.
For sure.
So I was thinking this was super dangerous. Now, look at, she's finished. She digs in there and she starts pulling out the balloons and popping them, what good would that do?
Right.
Maybe add some water to it, but they never actually make a joke by the end of this or anything. Yes, sparkling alley. And then here's the gross part is, look at, she took that sponge, she wiped down the toilet. Now she's got her hand in the toilet without a glove, and she's playing with it and stirring it all up. So I was totally grossed out. Let's see if I can pull it up here. And, you got to make a comment on stuff like that. And I was thinking, what I wanted to put is like, are you an Al-Qaeda terrorist? This looks really dangerous. So what I posted on our website is, looks delicious, legal in 3 states. I was really hoping to see some blood with those balloons and scissors, though.
What's interesting to me in all of this is how much money did she spend on cleaning products?
Yeah, that's what somebody posted. This is a really expensive way to clean your toilet. And I'm like, dude.
No kidding.
It's not serious.
Oh, but I hate those ones where they do that. And then they're making something and they're hyping you up and it's like 18 minutes and of just going on and I'll show you now. And then somebody's commenting in the background and you wish you could climb through your computer and strangle them because it's so stupid. And when they're all done, and if they finally show you the end product, it looks disgusting. I mean, it's usually some sort of cake or whatever they're doing, and
that's called clickbait.
Oh man, it should be illegal.
What I do is I then report the video. File some kind of complaint on the video just because it's and if you look ahead, if you read before you watch the whole thing, if you start looking at the comments, you'll see somebody in there said, "This is 10 minutes of my life I'm never gonna get back."
I try to fast forward through it and see how long, first to see how long the clip is, and then to see if they ever get to anything and or look at the comments like you said. But Marianne thinks you have way too much time on your hands if you're watching the toilet video.
This is true. The other day, a friend asked me.
She has. Oh, I'm sorry. She says she has way too much time on her hands. Right, but I like it. I like it the way I read it better.
Yeah, I figure you would. Somebody was asking me what I was going to do on Monday since I always have Mondays off, and I said, I don't know. I kind of plan to load the dishwasher, but I'm not too sure. It's my only plan for the day.
Oh, now that you're coming to visit, I was thinking yesterday, okay, I have about 3 weeks to get my basement cleaned up. So there's a bedroom down there that you can get to.
Ain't that the way it goes, too?
Yeah.
All right.
And then we have friends visiting us in April from Australia. They're going to spend a week with us. And I have seen her many Facebook posts of their $1 million+ home. It's probably a couple $1 million home. And I'm thinking, oh...
I really need to clean my house.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, they're here to see you, Val. They're here to see you. But yet at the same time, I'm like, yeah. I might be a little embarrassed of my home at this point.
Yeah, I get that. Totally. Hey, I'm going to have you back off that mic a little bit. When you laugh, you're distorting. And last week you were too quiet, so I had you scoot up, so it's my fault.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. I don't know.
When I get excited, though, I move closer. And
so, it's like you're trying to tell me something, huh?
I am. I'm just like, really, I need to share this with him. So
extra good, too. All right. Moving along this morning. We made it through weather. We made it through our lunches. We had a disgusting video. Upcoming events. Let's see. We've got story time at the Chihuahua Library today. That's going on from 11:30 until 5 p.m. if you've got some young ones. And then tomorrow at the library, it's in-person weekly tech help. And then looking ahead, I see one event called Root in Reflection, not Deflection.
Which you usually do.
This is music. Yeah, totally. This is music happening at the Woodland Theater at 7 o'clock on Friday the 13th. Entrance only $10. And let's click on it, and I'll give you a few more details as it loads up here. Because I thought I had memorized the guy's name, and now it's like totally gone. You know how many times that happens to me in a day?
Oh, I know it. I always blame it on menopause. I don't know. Do you have menopause?
Yes. Having a hot flash right now. All right, Roots and Reflections, an evening of live music at the Woodland Theater with Daniel Heathcliff and Hannah Jackson. And as I said, Woodland Theater. There you go. It's coming up on Friday. I think I did miss one if I can back up, and that was the start of Stage Time Theater. All right, SpongeBob the Musical. Oh, man. Wish I was a kid again. 3 to 5 is when Stage Time Theater happens, and it begins on Wednesday the 11th. There you go. Get your kids
you would
involved.
attend every single showing if you were here, weren't you? With
Yes.
SpongeBob?
I'm just a SpongeBob freak. All right. Not surprising news. Mel Gibson dropped as the co-grand marshal from the New Orleans parade, citing threats that causes concern.
Threats against him?
Yes, and the whole event for hiring him as a grand marshal. Because of his anti-Semitic comments in the past and stuff, people aren't getting over that. They, he got culture canceled for being dumb, and people have not forgiven him for that. So when they announced that he was a co-grand marshal, people started freaking out, making threats to the event, and maybe Mel personally, I don't know. But really, if he's hated that much, do you want to put him in a car out in the open?
You know, I wonder if Kanye is being canceled as hard. I mean, I know his sponsors are dropping him like crazy, but I don't
think he's suffered like Mel Gibson has. And you know, at least Mel Gibson, when he did it, he was being arrested for a DUI and he was drunk. I mean, a lot of stuff you might believe and feel comes out when you're too intoxicated, but at the same time, he was intoxicated. But he's taken a lot more heat for it than Kanye. So
I agree. Yeah. So it just seems a little interesting. Excuse me. Maybe it's a younger crowd, but the younger crowd is quick to cancel you. So I'm not.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Although an anti-Semitic lead came out and said, "Why would you even consider him as Grand Marshal in a New Orleans parade?" And I got to ask the same question. And then, you could ask that same question to Mel Gibson. Why would you even consider doing this?
And I don't know. I guess I haven't kept up on it that much. But was it that one comment that one time?
No,
or was it multiple comments?
It is multiple comments. So he did that when he got arrested for the DUI. He was harassing a Jewish police officer, not saying not saying very nice things about him or Jews in general. And then he picked on the mom from Stranger Things. You know, the one that got busted for what did she do? She was shoplifting.
Okay.
Do you know which woman I'm talking about? I'm trying to find her name on here. Oh, come on. Oh, Winona Ryder.
Oh, okay.
Which she got caught. She's rich and she got caught stealing, and nobody cancel cultured her.
Right.
All right. So multiple times it says here, including Winona Ryder's when he once asked her whether she was an oven dodger or not. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I can see if he's continued to make comments. If it was
Obviously.
one drunken, stupid comment, yeah, but because that's what I was going to say. Kanye is doubles down on his comments all the time,
and so did Mel.
So, yeah, okay.
To the point where I think you wait for the next time he's drunk and says something he probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's see. more goodies. In California, people lining up trying to get a picture of a snowy owl. Okay, so snowy owls are from Alaska, and they can't figure out how this Arctic snow owl made it all the way down to L.A. They were wondering if the cold snap, and he just got off a direction, but he's gathering quite the crowds, and he's awful cute.
All right. Oh, you wonder if somebody had illegally obtained one and it got away?
Oh, that's a possibility. I never even thought about that. You're so devious, Val.
I am. Since it's just one, if it was several, then you would think, something went wrong in their navigation. But yeah, I'm wondering.
All right, Biden presidency and their cohorts trying to decide. They're thinking about it. Looks like it might happen. Banning gas stoves.
Really?
They say that there's a tremendous amount of carbon dioxide and nitrogen dioxide and particles that are being released into our homes from gas ranges, gas ovens. So they're considering making them illegal going forward, that they won't be able to be imported or sold.
That's really interesting because I felt like there was a huge push for natural gas appliances. And now, but I've never liked cooking on a gas appliance. But some people would go kicking and screaming if they had to give theirs up.
Totally. All right. Here's a story that we can probably all relate to as adults in one way or another. Things our parents told us that just weren't true. What's really
many.
Yes. What's really surprising is that some of these weren't appropriate for the radio. Which reminds me of a lot of things Dad told me. Okay.
I can think of a couple right off the top of my head that our dad used to say.
Yes. I remember this one. It's illegal to drive at night with the interior dome lights on.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I don't remember hearing that one.
I've heard that one before, but it's not. It's a big lie. They just didn't want to turn it on for you. That's from high school teachers. The comment, that stuff won't fly in college. It flies just fine. Here's one.
Sometimes flies better.
Yes. Here's one. Dare activities in primary school gave the impression that grown-ups would always be giving away narcotics for free.
All adults all the time?
Cracking your fingers will give you arthritis.
I remember hearing that one.
Yep, that's not true. I got to skip the next one. I just can't believe it's like, really? Somebody told that to their child? Yeah. All right, if the ice cream, I love this one. Oh, if the ice cream truck is playing music, it's out of ice cream.
Parents, that's just evil.
Oh.
Evil. That would scar me for life if I found out that had been a lie.
Can I say it again? If the ice cream truck is playing music, it's out of ice cream. All right. Cheaters never prosper? Well, look around. Yeah, they do.
Every day.
Let's see. Women can cut straight lines because of their elbows. I never heard that one.
I'd never, ever heard that.
Children always have the exact same blood type as their father.
Why would you tell that?
And if it's different, it's because mom cheated. What?
What?
Good luck with those elbows. This one. You won't always have a calculator. Yeah, I will.
Yeah, you will anymore, right?
It's on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Here's somebody says, my mom told me I wasn't legally able to buy energy drinks until I was 18.
Probably a good lie.
My dad told me if I ate shrimp, I'd grow a shrimp tail.
Oh, wow.
That could traumatize you forever.
Was that said in jest, do you think, or?
Yeah, it was. He said he was joking, of course, but my 6-year-old self took it to heart, and I was terrified of shrimp till I was 12.
Oh, jeez.
Always trust adults? Yeah, no.
I
don't think anybody says that one anymore.
I don't think so. I think that kind of went out with the personal, your bubble space and all of that.
How about this one? God is always watching you. And it's a sin not to go to church every Sunday.
Might have heard that one growing up.
Yeah. Gotta skip this one. Wow, I can't believe that. Go to college and you'll get your dream job? Well, 1 out of 100. I got my dream job right now. They just told me, you won't be paid for it.
What?
All right. Mom used to say that you must not eat cakes until they are completely cooled down, which is the next day.
Yeah, and there's always those kids or even husbands that, are sneaking a piece before you can even frost the cake or something.
Yes. My mom told me that when I hiccup, I'll grow taller. It was such a lie.
Did you force yourself to hiccup, Scott?
All the time. All the time. Remember how I used to breathe in air and swallow it and then burp and talk all the time?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was quite the phase of Scott's life.
Yes. I can still do it.
Can you get the whole ABCs out?
I never could get all the way through the ABCs, but if I swallow enough air, I can burp a couple sentences, and it's been several years, but I've done it on the radio.
There's no need to do it today.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right. I've already had a bellyache this morning, so that might not be very good anyways.
No.
But, it might be something kind of fun to throw up live on Facebook. Try this at home.
No, don't.
And then it'd be like, on Saturday Night Live when one person vomits and then everybody starts vomiting, and there'd be like this whole string of vomiting on my page. That'd be kind of cool. All
right. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
All right. Good friends don't lie to each other. Come on. All right. These are more lies you're told when you're growing up.
Mm-hmm.
That way, she added, that way it's easier to catch people breaking the rules.
Oh.
Let's see. If I walked onto the road without holding an adult's hand, there were these microscopic bugs on the road that would shrink me and I'd be gone forever. Wow. Some parents are really...
That was pretty elaborate.
Yeah. I think Mom actually believed this one, Val. You can probably confirm. If you sit too close to the TV, you'll go cross-eyed.
Oh, go blind is what I remember.
Yeah.
You go blind, yeah.
Let's see. Don't think this is universal, but when I was a kid, my dad told me the panic button on the key fob made the car explode.
You would have been pushing it and trying to get it to go.
Maybe it's an ejector seat. All right.
Oh.
You can be anything you want when you grow up. Let's face it, some people aren't just cut out to be a fighter pilot or a doctor or a cop.
Well, if you can be anything you want to be when you grow up, why did some people want to be jerks?
I know Mom told us this one. I remember it. If you eat a watermelon seed, the melon will grow in your ear.
Oh, I heard it would grow in your belly.
Oh, I think I've heard them both. All right, that's a horrible one. All right, try not to swallow gum because you'll fart bubbles.
Weren't we told it would stay in your stomach for like 7 years or something like that?
That was like
too?
an urban legend. So
yeah.
But
I
the whole
being
bubble
told
thing,
that though.
I wish that was true.
How about the you couldn't swim for an hour after you ate?
Yeah, it's supposed to be an urban legend. But when I cheated, I always got cramps. So is it?
Well, I guess it depends on how hard and how far you're swimming.
Did your parents tell you anything else as a child? I can't remember anything, Val.
No, I just remember the swimming and the watermelons and then other ones that probably can't be said on the radio.
Okay. All right. I probably shouldn't have, but I lifted this off TV.
I say we celebrate by eating Triscuit pizzas.
Is it good?
The recipe's right on the box.
Yeah, but is it good?
You can make them with ingredients you probably already have in the house.
Dad, what does it taste like?
That's right.
Ugh. It's like I dropped a tomato in some hay.
Yeah, it's like if a horse made a pizza. Triscuits, make sure you have a drink nearby.
Ain't that the truth? Triscuit, make sure you have a drink nearby. It's true.
Or just slather it with so much like dip or
something to moisten it
hummus
up.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like extra hard. What are the ones the cereal used to be able to get that was like a pillow made of really hard wheat?
The Chex. What was the other one?
I can't remember what they were called now.
Because for a while they had them, so they were covered with some sort of sugar, but before that they weren't.
And then you could get them in strawberry for a while. It's just
that's
escaping
what
me.
I mean.
But the really hard ones, that reminds me of a Triscuit. You
Yeah.
you got to leave it in your cereal for 30 minutes before you can eat it.
But like I said, the only reason, the only way that you could eat it is at least half of it was covered in some sort of sugary substance.
That's right. I think this one is in our news and nuggets, but I'm going to go ahead and if we could make it to news and nuggets today, I'm going to go ahead and cover it now. A new comet coming our way. Should be able to be seen with telescopes and binoculars as of the 12th of this month. It's green. They've never seen it before, and it won't pass by the Earth again for 50,000 years.
Ooh.
And it's going to have
That's interesting.
And it's green. It's going to have a tail. Right around February 1st, you should be able to view it in the northern states with the naked eye, as long as you're somewhere that's really dark. So pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I like
it. Sounds like it should be like a Marvel superhero something though. The Green Comet.
I am pretty sure, Val, that it's kryptonite. Okay. So you're right on. You're right on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Both our last president and the current president say it's kryptonite.
and they would never lie.
And they would never lie. Unless it was about classified documents. All right. Mysterious New York trio. Did you hear about the Brinks robbery? This is the stuff movies are made out of.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Except this particular movie will only last about 5 minutes. So what happened is the guy's about ready to put his $300,000 duffel bag inside the Brinks truck. And I believe it was a Chase Bank in Brooklyn. When two guys came up to him and distracted him by asking him directions. He sets the $300,000 on the bumper of the Brinks truck, and while they're distracting him getting directions, their partner in crime comes up and takes the duffel bag.
Oh, it sounds like it would be breaking rule number 1 of the training to be a Brinks driver.
I think he's probably fired. You let $300,000 out of your hand? Nobody does that.
Yeah.
Unless he was in on it.
Oh.
Yeah. So maybe it could be a longer movie. I don't know, but that's pretty clever. And they haven't caught him. So, where's that camera footage?
Yes. I'm sure there's some somewhere.
They probably will. All right. Those are our news headlines. Did we want to play a little trivia, Val?
Well, I think we could probably do that.
All right. I'm just trying to get to it. There it is.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
All right. Fun and games with my sister. Sometimes trivia, sometimes just a dumb game. Val, you want to start off?
Sure. The first one for you. On average, women do this 5 times a day, while men do it 3 times a day.
Complain.
That was a good guess, but I think it would be way more than 3 and 5. This is kind of a hard one, I would think. But yeah. I'm trying to think of a hint I could give you.
Yeah, things popping into my mind like opening the fridge, but that's not enough time. Going to the bathroom, it's definitely not enough for a guy.
Right. Or a woman 5 times a day. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
And it wasn't be cranky, huh?
It wasn't be cranky, but this might be a huge clue. If you are cranky, you may do this afterwards.
Complain?
No.
Might do this afterwards if you are cranky. Have a cocktail.
Take your Xanax.
So wife do it 5 times a day. Nag?
No. No.
All right, I give up.
Apologize.
Oh, I'm so sorry I got that wrong.
1. I'll keep track.
Okay. I see that. I think women are more apt to apologize. I have a friend that says I'm sorry way too much, and then I like to throw it back at her and go, for what? 14% of dog owners, Val, say they've done this for their dog, and it's something typically only people do.
Something they've done for their dog. Cook them a special meal?
No. Mooch used to have one.
Oh.
Lindsay,
Have like a Facebook page or something?
yes. Set up a social media page for their pet. Lindsay had a cute one, and I thought about keeping it going, but I never stopped. And it was years ago when she was testing, like, moving out, where she was just living in the RV. Outside the house. And I did the same thing when I was a kid, but I did it so I could sneak out. And I'm pretty sure Lindsay did it for the same reason. Can I live in the RV? It's my last year at home. But anyways, she was always posting a different picture of Mooch every day with a story. So.
All right. Yeah.
Kind of cute.
I've got a gal. She actually went to school with Matt, but she has this very homely, ugly cat. It's one of the ones where their noses are all smushed, so their eyes are always weeping and stuff. Her name is Gwen, and Gwen has her own Facebook page.
Don't touch it. I hope she doesn't listen to the show because you've really insulted her about her cat.
I'm sorry. Anybody who has a Persian cat, I'm sorry I said that.
Oh, no! We suck again!
All right. I think it's my turn. Hit me.
All right. This year you'll travel 900 miles. In what way?
Dreams? 900 miles. That's not very far. In what way? Elevators.
No. I would think that you might. I don't know if you'd guess you walked more than. Ooh, I just said it.
Walking.
Yes, I said it.
Well, that's okay. As you were saying it, I said by foot, so I had it right. Round of applause for Scott.
Round of applause, yes. 900 miles walking.
I think I need to do more.
I was going to say, that must be an average, because I'm sure some people don't hit anywhere near that.
All right, Val, spy the lie.
Okay.
When ringtones were a thing, sales reached 1.1 billion. 42% of adults say they're confused by food nutrition labels. And 1 in 6 Americans brush their teeth in the shower. Which one is the lie?
We talked about the first one. It just went out of my mind. Talk about menopause.
When ringtones were a thing.
Yeah, we had talked about that on the radio before. And I'm trying to think. And you said 1 billion?
Yes, 1.1.
1.1 billion. Then there's the toothbrush on 1 and 2, you said?
1 in 6 Americans. Wow, you're really, you having a hot flash?
I am.
Okay. And 42% of adults say they're confused by food nutrition labels.
You know what? I'm going to do that one because it's probably way more than 42% of people.
Good job. You're right. It's closer to 80% of people confused by nutrition labels. Now, I noticed a new thing the other day where they were saying, something had 30 grams of sugars, but they only listed like two sugars from added sugars 2 grams of sugar. So let's say from fiber, and then 2 from maybe sugar alcohols. So where was the other 24 grams of sugar coming from? Natural sugar?
Yeah, that seems strange.
Very confusing. All right.
I'm going to take a minute this morning to say good morning, Michelle. She said good morning this morning. And then Ken Owens. Hey, Ken. Glad you're listening from Newport this morning.
All right. We're racking them up today. Look at that.
We are racking them up. And Michelle thought maybe Quaker Oat squares.
No.
Oh, no, it was mini wheats.
Mini wheats. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
It finally came to me.
Just like
finally
a Triscuit.
came to me.
Have some water.
Yes.
Have some water close by.
All
right.
All right. I've got a Spy the Lie for you if we have more time.
We do.
All right. Spy the Lie. 3,000 years ago in Egypt, total hair removal was the norm for men and women. Or Mick Jagger was the captain of his high school basketball team. Or men are twice as likely as women to order a vegetarian pizza. I would think this one's kind of obvious.
I'm going to say the last one's a lie.
Yes, I was going to say, to me, that seems pretty obvious. I can't imagine twice as many men ordering a vegetarian pizza than women.
Attention, idiots!
If anything, it's the opposite, but yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Why order a pizza with only vegetables on it? Something's wrong.
Mm-hmm. All right, Canada or not, Val, I'm going to give you something, and you're going to tell me whether it was made in Canada or not. Because, those Canadians, they just don't get enough credit. All right, Trivial Pursuit.
Trivial Pursuit in Canada. I'm going to say not.
Going to say not Canada. It was Canada, Val.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Well, you could tell how well I do on Trivial Pursuit.
Yes, not well at all. Just had something fun for Canada.
But, Mr. Minister, it isn't like this was the first troublesome thing to come out of Canada. Let us not forget Bryan Adams.
No, the Canadian government has apologized for Bryan Adams on several occasions.
Peanut butter.
Well, again, I'm going to try not Canada.
Canada.
Wow. Am I seeing a pattern here?
Yes, the paint roller.
Canada.
Yes. Dental floss.
Canada.
The IMAX film process.
Oh, that's interesting. Is that Canada as well?
No, it is Canada. I'm teasing. All right.
Look at all the things Canada has given us.
Yeah. Okay, Bryan Adams and...
If you haven't
Trivial
seen
Pursuit. That's all I can come up with. All right.
If you haven't seen the series Letterkenny, all one word, Letterkenny. It's on Hulu. If you haven't seen that series, because it's another gift from Canada, it's pretty funny.
I hope this is clean.
And the loser has to go back to Canada where he belongs.
All right. Enough Canada jokes. Anything else, Val? I am out.
Oh, I've got an answer wrong and win for you.
Oh, these are my favorite.
Okay. What you use to change the channel on your TV?
The cat.
Or when we were young, it was the kids.
Yes. Get up. Change the channel.
Or the volume or whatever.
Yeah.
A state that begins with the letter M.
Mommy? All right, let's see. New York.
New York. Good one.
New York.
Right next to New Jersey.
New Jersey.
A snack popular on airplanes.
People. No. Sorry. Snakes.
On a plane.
Yes.
And what you wear around your waist to keep your pants up.
An inner tube. Picture it.
A new fashion statement by Scott.
I figure if I wear an inner tube, nobody will notice my belly.
Unless your belly lays on top of the inner tube.
Ooh. Or I can't get the inner tube down to my waist because of my belly. This is all looking really bad for Scott. Thanks, Val.
You could probably step into it and pull it up to your waist, though, because you have no butt.
Thanks a lot. Wow.
You know this girl? Sadly, yes. She is my sister. She's a little crazy.
Loco.
That's creepy, Val. Why are you staring at my butt?
I'm just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Okay. All right, let's go on to bits and breaks this morning. I'm going to start off with a quick joke. No, I'm not. I read that already. It's really stupid.
Okay.
What gives adults the ick? All right.
Okay.
All right, so things that gross us out as adults. Smelling bad.
Yes.
When you see someone being rude to a waiter.
Or a cashier, or I could go on and on there. It just, yes.
Yeah.
Not cool, dude.
I watched somebody, like, I thought he was literally going over the counter one time for a postal employee, and it was a girl. And I put myself between him and the counter and then went, this could be a really bad idea. And
wow.
What's funny is he was like screaming and, the spittle's hitting me and he's shaking his fists. And then he just gives up and runs out of the post office after calling me. Oh, what was it? It was like a term from the 50s you would call somebody who was stupid.
A dunce.
No, it was funner than that. I'll remember it at some point during the show. But anyways, he called me this 50s name for somebody you would think is stupid. And then every time I went into the post office and that gal was working, she'd call me that. All right, living in a mess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess that can give the adults the ick, especially people that come visit you. Right?
Yes.
I don't notice this one. Dirty fingernails. I'm not checking out people's fingernails. You check out fingernails, Val?
Yeah, if they're obviously gross, yes, but I'm not going to be just, checking them out on a whim. But, because I do my painting, my fingernails always look like they're dirty, but it's just paint, people.
Sure. All right. The one, though, when you notice it and they get a total pass on it as if they're a mechanic.
Yes.
Or because you cannot ever get your teeth clean if you're a mechanic.
Your teeth or your fingernails?
Fingernails, but the next one was bad teeth, so that's how I ended up there.
Yes. I knew how that happened, but
Or in Val's problem, bad tooth.
Yes.
I'm just kidding, because you have one,
Yeah, I got you.
All right, one chiclet. All right, chewing with your mouth open.
You'd miss the talking too loudly. Did that hit a little too close to
No,
home or what?
I did not miss that one. I skipped it on purpose.
I was not going to let you.
I guess you're keeping me on track. Having a bad tattoo.
I don't think it gives me the ick, unless it's on your face. I'm not a fan of the face tats, or even it seems to be really popular right now, the neck tat. I don't like those at all. So I guess in that way it would kind of give me the ick. But normally I like tattoos.
All right, eating and talking at the same time.
That's
right. Too much makeup.
Yeah, some of those don't feel like an ick factor, just like a wow factor.
Really? I noticed Marjorie Taylor Greene uses a lot.
You see a cat tail?
I did. I saw a cat's butt just go by the screen.
Yeah.
I think you can tell Marjorie Taylor Greene wears a lot of makeup. I always want her to wear more.
I was going to say that's not the thing that gives me the ick factor about her.
It's the talk.
Oh.
Clapping when an airplane lands.
Wow, yeah.
Strangest thing I saw was basically a chartered flight to Laughlin, Nevada to gamble. And I was in the airport, and when the Laughlin plane lands, all the old people jumped up and did the wave.
they just handing over their money right then and there?
I guess. I don't know, but they really, it was like a rock concert when the plane landed.
Oh.
Like, and then the next funny thing was, and it says, anybody with a disability can board now. And all 200 old people rush the gate in their canes and walkers. And I'm just sitting there going, huh?
Their disability was not evident when they were doing the wave.
No, you guys all jumped up just fine to do the wave. Now you want to board first. All right, referring to the football team as we?
Well, I might have done that a few times.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. I noticed this the other day after I went to the store, having too many shirt buttons undone, and it was like from the middle down, and now I want to know if my belly was showing.
It's when they do the open shirts, so, at the neck, and then have the big gold chains. I'm sorry, that one gives me the ick factor.
All right.
You're trying to be suave, and you're not.
Wearing socks to bed.
Why does that give you the ick factor?
I don't know. Maybe it bothers some people.
Yeah, that wouldn't bother me if you were a person prone to cold feet. Yeah.
No, if I'm wearing socks to bed, something different's going to happen.
Oh.
And if I have my shoes on, really different.
Okay, I didn't think it was icky until you started talking like that.
Snow boots, crazy. All right. Ridiculous foods to eat while driving. By the way, my sisters tried all of these.
Some work better than others.
Yes.
I'll let you guess which one. Soup.
Soup. With a really wide straw, like a big straw, so you could suck up the noodles and stuff. Mm-hmm. I think with a straw, that could work.
Well, and cup of noodles you can almost eat with a fork.
You can kind of drink that. They slide right down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This one seems a little bit harder, actually. Breakfast cereal.
Oh, it's not hard at all. You just pour in the milk's difficult.
Well, at least with the breakfast cereal, though, it'd be cold when you spilled it rather than the soup that could scorch things you don't want scorched.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti while driving. Oh, you're giving me these are giving me great ideas for my own YouTube channel where I could try eating each one of these and driving.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You got the dash cam set up and just give it a go. Make sure you're on some backcountry roads, though.
I think I'd buy a beater car, though, in case I wreck.
There you go.
Yeah.
I want to see you trying to eat this, Scott. Crab legs.
Yeah, how are you going to crack them and drive? With your knees? Drive with your knees?
I don't know.
All right.
Fondue. I don't know where you're going to keep that heated up.
I'm fine. How do you do?
Ribs.
Ooh.
Ribs. That'd be messy.
Messy.
All that sticky on your steering wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then finally, peel and eat shrimp.
Well, no, again, that's kind of like crab legs. Difficult.
But not impossible.
But, back to the ribs. I'm thinking about that one. I really like ribs. I'm picturing it. And I'm thinking, if you got some wet wipes in the car, problem solved. Eat those ribs.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can lick your fingers off. It's all good.
All right.
Oh.
This one sounds perfect.
Well,
perfect.
Maybe I need to make you some ribs when you come to visit.
Ooh. All right.
Unless you want all stuff like, Nuffla and Schufnudel and
all the
German
tough
stuff.
German food.
Yeah, for a guy, I should probably stick to the ribs, though, since you're kind of trying to cut back on the old carbs there.
I will break down for some Sunday soup, though.
Okay. All right.
All right. So we call it Sunday soup because there was some backlash in the family or extended family because Mom made chicken soup every Sunday, but it never had chicken in it.
Right. Chicken noodle soup, it was called, I think. Or
But there was no
Nefla
chicken.
soup.
There was no chicken in it. And, after growing up on that, and I've made it before and I put chicken in it, it ruins it. Mom's chicken soup was not meant to have a piece of chicken in it. It's just the way it is.
Right. And now Grandma's chicken noodle soup did have chickens in it. Chicken in it, not chickens.
Live chickens in the soup. It's horrible.
It had chicken in it, but we called that grandma noodles.
Yes.
So, but that had chicken, but Mom's chicken nephelis soup did not have chicken in it.
That's right.
Just chicken broth.
Would you stop talking about chickens?
Chicken.
Huh.
Chicken.
What guys find strangely attractive about women. You ready, ladies?
Okay. All right.
She's attractive when she's pregnant.
Oh, my husband loves pregnant women.
I only like it when it's somebody I made pregnant.
Okay. When it's your baby in the belly.
That's right. When it's my baby in the oven, it's beautiful. All the other ones, I don't know. You look like an alien. Or I think about Alien, the movie. All right. Sorry.
You better apologize for that.
Sorry. Bad joke. Man. Just for me.
Oh, no! We suck again!
I was going to say it's not going to be your first or your last.
That's just true. She's attractive in wearing sweatpants and a T-shirt, especially if it's mine. She's attractive when playing with our kid.
Okay.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
She is attractive when she plays video games. I can see that being kind of cute.
Well, especially if you're a big video gamer and you can do it together, right?
Mm-hmm. She's attractive when she puts her hair up in a bun. I'm going to disagree with that. I hate that. Well, that could be okay if there's a lot of it like hanging down, but I don't like where they do the tight bun. You know, you might as well go Princess Leia if you're going to do that.
Right, because it kind of, well, maybe it's a way to give yourself a facelift, make it really tight and just pull all that up into the bun. Yeah, I do not look good in a neat pulled up bun like that. No.
She's attractive wearing my boxers.
And nothing else, or?
Yeah, but not my dirty boxers. Woo.
No.
Huh. And she is attractive when she wears no makeup.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think that wake up hair on your significant other is, you know, when you wake up and you got that groggy. I think that's kind of sexy.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But only on me. No.
Well, you know, it's that, you know, the messy bed hair and then the no makeup. If you can wake up and find both of those sexy, you know, it's, you know, that to me says a huge thing about a man. I mean, because that's how you're going to see your significant other quite a bit, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. So, all right. Perfect.
All right. In my boxers, wearing no makeup, playing video games. Yeah.
With messy hair.
4 things you didn't know yesterday. Educate me, Val.
Australian researchers once developed an ingestible electronic capsule to monitor gas levels in the human gut. How did that stay in there?
I don't know if you ever heard my fake commercial, but it was called the MiFi, and it was a lozenge that created a Wi-Fi signal like a hotspot, and you could swallow it. And then your friends when your friends are around you, they could enjoy 4 to 8 hours of internet connectivity.
Oh,
and the best part, it was reusable.
That's the best part?
Yeah. 4 to 8 hours when it comes out, you can recharge it and use it again.
Oh, wow.
All right.
The monthly cost of being an obese man is about $200.
Is that the extra food or the extra large clothes?
Yeah, it doesn't break that down. I would imagine it's just a combo of everything there. Extra toilet paper, extra.
Wow. Wow. Unplay this.
It's funny because he's fat.
Horrible.
Horrible. There are no words in the dictionary that rhyme with silver, purple, month, ninth, pint, wolf, opus, dangerous, or marathon.
Ooh, they missed one.
Orange.
Orange would be in there. Plus dangerous, that doesn't qualify.
It doesn't?
No.
What can you rhyme with dangerous?
Dangerous, mangerous. See?
Purple, Nurple.
Wow. Wow. I like it.
And finally, it took Leonardo da Vinci 12 years to paint the Mona Lisa.
Wow. And she still came out ugly.
He just couldn't get the eyes right or something.
The ugly people know who they are.
Mona Lisa. Sorry, I don't get the popularity of that painting.
No, and I've heard that it is actually very small in person because you kind of tend to think of it as being a large painting.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah.
And I should probably look up to see exactly how big it is.
Wow. Like when people say to me, Scott, you sound bigger on the radio.
and taller.
That's it. We're out of here. But it is just for a break. Thank the sponsors, a little bit of news, and we're back with your Tuesday morning show. It's Scott and his sister Val. Stick around. About 5 minutes. Does that work?
That works for me.
Or I can go longer if you need it.
No, I don't need it.
Okay.
All right.
It's 8:23.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from Chihuahua Flooring. Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like Southwind, Deltile, Mannington, and Mohawk. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com. Call 509-935-8021 or via email through chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chihuahua. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
Picture this. It's January 2022. Your New Year's resolution is to get healthier, but you don't know where to start and you keep putting it off. Next thing you know, it's January 2023. Where did the last year go? You decide this is the year you are really going to prioritize your health. But once again, you just don't know where to start. Let New Health help. New Health is committed to promoting health and wellness within our communities by providing integrated, open access healthcare for all. From your medical, dental, pharmacy, or behavioral health needs, we have what you need to get started, and we will be with you every step of the way as you move through your healthcare journey. Contact us today at 509-935-6004. New Health, celebrating 45 years of bringing healthcare into communities and communities into healthcare.
This is KCHW, Chihuahua, 102.7 FM.
You're listening to 102.7 KCHW, Chihuahua.
Welcome to 2023 Talks, where we're following our democracy in historic times.
The rules package is nothing controversial. In fact, there's only one change in the rules package, and that relates to the motion to vacate.
On Monday, House Majority Whip Tom Emmer felt confident that the 118th Congress would pass the rules package, which it did, but narrowly. Some view it as House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's first test in navigating the role. Emmer said the only major change he expected to be reinstated would be the motion to vacate the chair, which permits House members to try and oust the sitting speaker. Others, like Democratic Representative Barbara Lee of California, were not pleased to see pieces of legislation included in the package that surrounded key issues for Republicans, like immigration, taxes, and abortion.
This rules package is meant to help this body govern, not restrict the personal autonomy of millions.
One of the bills would prohibit taxpayer dollars going towards abortions, despite federally funded abortions already being illegal. President Biden was in Mexico City on Monday. Ahead of this week's summit of North American leaders, Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador said he would consider taking in more migrants than previously stated, following the new migration directives President Biden outlined last week. The Department of Justice has launched a review into classified documents found at the Biden Penn Center in downtown Washington, D.C., which Biden started after serving as vice president. The White House confirmed it is working with the DOJ and handed the documents over to the National Archives and Records Administration. Republican Senator Ben Sasse, an outspoken critic of former President Donald Trump, has resigned as he takes on a new role as president of the University of Florida.
Let there be debates across the continuum from far left to center right to far right. Debate policy with vigor.
Sasse's departure now means Nebraska Republican Governor Jim Pelen will appoint someone to the vacancy. Today, the Supreme Court is set to hear a case that has labor unions across the country concerned, as some feel the conservative majority on the high court could undermine the appeal for workers to strike, as well as remove authority the National Labor Relations Board holds. Finally, former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro was admitted to an Orlando hospital on Monday for abdominal pain. Bolsonaro has had abdominal issues before, following a 2018 campaign event in which he was stabbed. This faces mounting pressure to extradite the former Brazilian president a day after far-right supporters stormed the Brazilian capital, alleging election fraud in the recent presidential election. I'm Alex Gonzalez for Pacifica Network and Public News Service. Find our A-Trust indicators to support transparency and accuracy at publicnewsservice.org.
Hey, how are you? Well, they're two different.
And we're back. It's KCHW 102.7, looking at 8:29 this morning. You've got Scott and Val on the Tuesday edition of the morning show. Tomorrow, Mike Bentz will be joining us. Some rumors going around that Mike's moving. He's going to keep doing the morning show, too.
Nice.
Yeah. He's not moving for a while either. That's going to be a huge loss to Chihuahua. So,
technology, though, you can do this from anywhere in the world, right?
It is pretty amazing. All right.
I've got a couple comments here on Facebook. You should know that my buddy Ken is just roasting the heck out of you.
Oh, no.
Yeah. One of the ones that I will mention, he wants to know how often you actually see wake-up hair. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
That's great. Go ahead, make your jokes, Mr. Jokey. Joke maker.
Wow.
I was waiting for Jokey McJoke face.
Yeah, that too.
And a comment I made earlier that I will just clear up. The Mona Lisa is not as small as I was led to believe. It is about 30 inches by 21 inches. So a little trivia for you this morning on the radio because, I try to be as accurate as I can.
Oh, and Ken says he thought I was pregnant?
And the pregnant belly thing?
Wow. Is Ken from Canada?
Ken, I love you, but you really have not a lot, you can, it's kind of like throwing stones on the belly thing.
Ooh.
I'm defending my brother just a little bit before I bash him again.
Yeah. I'm the only one who can insult my brother. Wow. All right, this one's kind of fun. Kimberly Clark, the paper company, did a survey and asked people what they do in the workplace restroom.
Besides, use the toilet, huh?
92% use the bathroom quickly, then get back to their desks. Those people are called brown nosers.
Exactly.
And I bet 92% they use it quickly, they didn't wash their hands.
Oh, I hope they at least wiped.
Yeah. Nope, I'm in a hurry. Think about work assignments while in the bathroom.
I usually went there just to get away from it all.
That's right. 15% said asking for someone to share toilet paper was their worst bathroom nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
There's a thing you can do. It's called look first. Right.
Yes, but it depends on how urgently you need the bathroom, though.
That's true. 13% are most afraid of running out of the stall to get paper and scurrying back. Huh. Toilet paper thieves. 12% would like masseuses and manicurists in the restroom.
What? 12%? Oh, my goodness. Maybe at work, I guess, you know.
Can you come in the stall with me and, like, straddle the toilet? My back hurts.
No.
9% would like heated toilet seats.
You know, the heated toilet seats always wig me out a little bit. It's just bizarre to sit down on a toilet seat that's warm.
So that's what I was thinking. If you want a heated toilet seat, just stand outside the stall so somebody comes out and take that one.
Exactly.
Ew.
And I think that's kind of what creeps you out, maybe, is the thought that somebody's tushy was on it for a long enough period before you that it warmed up the seat.
Yes. And 2% go to the bathroom to hide and get away, like my sister.
Exactly.
Hey, I actually have a sound effect for this, Val.
Meanwhile, back at Snidely's not-so-secret hideout.
Where's Val? Hiding in the bathroom.
I had an office with a door, so I could always close the door and turn off the overhead light and pretend I wasn't there.
Oh, she must be out on a project.
Exactly. I was working, and just nobody thought I was in my office, which was kind of nice.
All right, let's move on to celebrity birthdays this morning. Val, can you get to that one and handle it?
You know, it's a really small list today.
Oh, it is.
January 10th must not be a very popular day to give birth. Rod Stewart is 78 today.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Former boxer George Foreman is 74.
But his grill's only 20.
Uh-huh. Now, the next one kind of wigs me out just a little bit. Pat Benatar is 70 years old today.
Whoa.
I don't think of her as being that, I shouldn't say old, because nowadays, 70 is not that old. But I didn't expect that to be her age. I'll put it that way.
Well, you're only 12 years away.
I know. And hopefully I make 70 look as good as she does.
Yes. All right.
And then Renee Rapp from The Sex Lives of College Girls is 23.
That's horribly inappropriate, Val.
Oh, I know it.
All right. It happened today. We call it history. We start off in 1911 when Major Jimmy Erickson shot the first photograph from an airplane while flying over San Diego, California. I read that one kind of choppy because I was worried about what he shot. 1949, Radio Corporation of America, sometimes known as RCA, announced a new 7-inch 45 RPM phonograph record. Soon, the 45 would change the pop music business.
I had no idea that's what RCA stood for.
Really?
I had no idea.
Because they started out, in the probably the 30s making radios.
Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah. Okay.
And
you educated me today.
Yeah, right. And I am so old. When I started in radio, I was playing 45s.
Ancient.
Cyndi Lauper, 1984, became the first female recording artist since Bobby Gentry in 1967 to be nominated for 5 Grammy Awards. Album of the Year, Best New Artist of the Year, Best Pop Vocal Performance by a Female, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year.
Wow.
Wow, that's a lot. It's all
That
'cause of
is.
hair. 1999, Sopranos aired its pilot episode on HBO.
Did you ever watch Sopranos?
I never did.
Me neither.
No. I'm really enjoying Sylvester Stallone's new Mafia TV show, Tulsa King.
Yeah, I haven't even checked that one out.
Really good. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know why.
Have you checked out Wednesday?
I have not.
Oh, that's a really fun one, really good one. It's all about the Munster, not the Addams family. Yeah, the Addams family daughter Wednesday. It's really a good one. Check it out.
It seems a little childish. I can see why you're watching it.
It's really not, Scott.
I'm sorry. 2002, a barber in India set a record by completing 108 hours of continuous haircutting. Mr. Bahati cut the hair of 899 men and 552 women to break the old record by 6 hours. 108 hours of continuous haircutting.
You think you would cramp up your hand?
Well, yeah, he went on. He was in his 108th hour, so on his way to 109, when the thing you never want to hear came out. Sorry about your ear.
Yeah.
What about my ear?
There's just a little blood.
Yeah. What about my ear? It's in your lap. All right. 2008, a dog was admitted to a veterinary clinic in Austria, barely able to stand on his barely able to stand on his own 4 paws and reeking like a beer hall after secretly devouring 1.1 pounds of fresh yeast dough, which caused alcohol to form inside of his stomach, leaving him with a blood alcohol content of 1.6, which means we could just eat yeast instead of drinking.
Yeah, that would do it.
That sounds a lot cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
2019, in light of the docuseries Surviving R. Kelly, Lady Gaga apologized for working with R. Kelly. So many jokes I'm not going to make right now.
Oh, good call.
All right. Let's see, 2021, the PGA America pulled the 2022 PGA Championship from Trump National at Bedminster, New Jersey, days after supporters of Donald Trump attacked the U.S. Capitol. That's right. Shame on you. All right. Special events, Val.
Houseplant Appreciation Day.
Ooh.
I appreciate them so much that I don't have any in my house because I know I'll kill them.
Aw, really?
Yeah, yeah. Kill any plant you give me. Sorry.
That surprises me. All right.
Yeah. I can grow grapes outside a little bit, but that's it. Bittersweet Chocolate Day.
Okay.
All right. Cut Your Energy Costs Day. Oysters Rockefeller Day. Have you ever had oysters Rockefeller?
I have no idea what the Rockefeller part is. I'm going to have to Google that.
Because you have to be a Rockefeller before you can afford them?
I was thinking that's probably it, but maybe not.
It's Poetry at Work today. You know what, Scott? You're poetry in motion.
I am. I know what it is. I know your favorite poem about me. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Is that what you're saying, Val?
Yeah. I was not going to be that mean.
Or were you going to do like roses are red, violets are blue, no one smells as bad as you?
You know, were you reading my notes?
Yes. No, I just know how you think.
Oh, it is Shop for Travel Day.
Okay.
Ooh, here's one for you and me. It's Peculiar People Day.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
We're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And then finally, it is Save the Eagles Day.
Like the band or the animal? Because they're pretty old.
I was going to say they both are about the same age.
Yes. Number of the day is 12 billion, and that's global sales in dollars of board games in 2022.
That really surprises me. that you
that
have
high.
that. Yeah, that board games are still that high.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We played an interesting board game on New Year's Eve. It was called Race Horse, I believe. Anyway, you bet on whether your horse is going to win, and it's a board game. It was interesting.
Really?
So, yeah. Yeah, it's all a game of luck, really. I mean, it's rolling the dice and that whole bit. But yeah, I normally do not like to play board games, but it wasn't bad.
Okay. Mega Millions jackpot tonight, $1.1 billion.
I know. I got to go get a ticket.
Tickets. Maybe I should start.
I would buy you something really nice, Scott, if I won that kind of money.
Just buy me something really nice, like. Like what? I'm scared.
I hadn't gotten that far yet.
Huh.
Plane ticket to come see me?
Oh. I wish you would have won a few weeks ago.
Oh.
I'm trying to decide what I can do to be super obnoxious because I'm flying first class for the very first time in my life.
Oh, wow.
So
that's pretty fun.
Yeah, I want to be, I don't know, full of entitleitis.
Oh, don't be one of those jerks.
Can I have a pillow? How about a warm towel? I need a cocktail.
Oh.
All right.
That should be fun, though. I've
It will
never
be.
flown first class.
It
That's pretty
will
awesome.
It will be. It's just, with the whole COVID thing possibly surging again, I thought I want to set by as few as people as I can. But then I realized, they seat the first class people first, and then all the other class people have to walk by you. So maybe that's not a good idea.
Although lower class people.
Yes.
Are you going to wear your mask the whole trip?
The ugly people know who they are.
Just kidding. All right, Elon Musk has kicked off 2023 by breaking a new world record for, guess.
Stupidity.
Yes, lost money. Tesla and Twitter CEO erased so much of his fortune in the past year that Guinness World Records recognized him for it. He's officially broken the world record for the largest loss of personal fortune in history. Forbes recently estimated Musk's net worth had plummeted by $183 billion in just over a year, while Bloomberg placed the estimate at $200 billion. Today,
oh my gosh!
Today he's only worth $144 billion.
Oh my goodness! We were kind of talking in the billions and the mega millions and everything. If you took the cash option, what they generally say it's about half of that amount. So we're still looking at what, over 500 million, 600 million, or in that range. And if I figured I had 30 good years left in me, you could spend like $20 million a year.
Wow.
And you would, and that's not counting interest and all of that. Man, I don't know if you could spend that much. I could try.
You're going to cash out, aren't you?
At that amount of money, probably. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah. So
I just want to put in like a full-size swimming pool and fill it with that money and then swim in it. Just imagine the friends I'd finally have in Maine. All right, here we go. Batten down the hatches. It's the wrap-up.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid.
You look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
All right, Val, just so you're following along, I'm on the news attack for today, where the first sentence is true. The second sentence is a big fat joke. Study found 1 in 5 young women admitted to binge drinking. That's a pretty high number.
I thought it was pretty low.
Well, the other 4 were way too drunk to answer the question.
Oh,
ouch.
Now that makes sense.
All right.
A new study finds that bilinguals have faster brains. Oh, great. Now they've got two things to brag about constantly.
Polish man got the shock of his life when he visited a brothel and spotted his wife among the established employees. You like that one. Sad thing is he didn't even get a discount.
That's kind of like that old, not as a little bit more raunchy, but the old Pina Colada song, right?
Yeah.
All right. Some classified documents found in an office used after Joe Biden was vice president were quickly returned to government officials. Well, you know what? I for one am really upset there will be no drama. What kind of guy just returns the documents right away and on his own?
Yeah, loser. In Mexico, 10-year-old boy glued his hand to his bed so he wouldn't have to go to school. Donald Trump saying, "Why didn't I think of that?"
He wouldn't have been able to tweet, though. He would have never done that.
That's right.
A man who killed an armed robber at a Houston restaurant returned the stolen money to the victims. Oh. That guy is going to get free bread refills for life.
Bonus. According to a study, men are discriminated against in the workplace and prevented from climbing the corporate ladder if they're too good looking. Tell me something I don't know.
How many times have you been passed over for promotions?
Yes. All right.
Overly obnoxious headline right here for you. Older workers are more likely to stay on the job when they have control over hours, workplace flexibility, and job autonomy.
Say that again. Job
autonomy. Autonomy.
There you go. All right.
Didn't I say it autonomy the first time?
I'm not quite sure. It sounded kind of funny.
Well, it's because I was going to try and make sure I said it right.
Overly enunciated that one.
Yeah, right. Just had to make sure I got it very clear. All right. Throw in scheduled nap time, and you've got yourself one happy employee.
Yeah, look at Biden. Always smiling.
It's your nappy time.
All right. I'm going to go to yesterday's Bits and Breaks just for some fill, because we need a little bit more fun today.
All right.
Let's see. Next one up. I'm scrolling. The Christmas credit card bills are beginning to arrive. I just saw a mail truck go by with a military escort.
Yes.
All right. COVID, Val.
All right. It's turning out to be a bad winter for COVID, the flu, and RSV, but a good winter to catch up on Netflix.
What do you mean? I've been caught up on Netflix for 2 years.
No kidding.
All right. Let's see. Scientists are saying that to get an extra 14 years of life, don't smoke, eat lots of fruits and vegetables, exercise regularly, and drink alcohol in moderation, which to me sounds a little like an early death.
What would there be left to live for?
That's right. Wow.
Oh. A survey of Americans finds 68% think Joe Biden is more physically fit than Donald Trump.
Whoa. That's really stepping out there.
We're going to say physically fit.
Okay.
The emphasis on that. I guess we'll know for sure in 2024 when the new election cage match rules go into effect.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Duke it out. You think there was a tie? Fight. After more than 20 years in prison, American convicted of spying for Cuba has been freed. Her punishment's not over, though. She'll be placed under house arrest and forced to watch every season of Chip and Joanna. Must not be a good show.
It's the couple that remodels houses for a living.
Okay.
All right. TSA in Florida found a 4-foot boa constrictor in a carry-on bag. We were talking about snakes on a plane earlier.
That's right.
The passenger claimed it was her emotional support animal. She tried to sneak it in on her scary-on luggage.
Scary on. All right. Researchers in Italy found that medicine works better if the doctor says positive things about it before handing over the prescription. Researchers also found the number one positive thing a doctor can say about medication is, it's covered by insurance.
Definitely
covered by insurance. All right, on to the world of wacky but true. We don't add anything to these stories but sound effects because the jokes are already in there for reals.
For reals.
For reals. And you get the drunk driver, Val.
Oh, are we back still on yesterday's instead of going back to today's?
Yeah, because I was dumb and I pulled the sound effects for.
Okay. I think you may have told me that, but I was dumb and wasn't listening.
Nice.
A guy in Cleveland was stopped by police for driving erratically. Officers suspected that he was intoxicated beyond the legal limit and performed a sobriety test. The guy, named Tanner, insisted that he was in full control of his faculties and not impaired. To prove it, he asked for and received permission to do a backflip. His backflip worked and he landed on his feet, but he still failed to walk in the straight line.
Oh, so close. Yeah, he was bragging.
Papa loved to ski, and Papa loved to drink. But most of all, Papa loved to ski and drink at the same time.
Yeah.
Sounds like a couple of people I know who ski and drink. Not naming names.
The first time I went skiing as an adult, I had a friend that took me, and every time we came down the hill, we would have to stop at the lounge. And I really, skiing down, and then he would take me to the top of the mountain, like on one of the harder runs, which I've never done before. And by the time I'd make it to the bottom, I was totally sobered up. Totally.
Isn't it funny how that works?
Yes. I guess you can scare the drunkenness out of you.
Oh, one of the other myths that you used to hear when you were growing up, that if you got drunk, just drink a bunch of strong coffee.
Doesn't work?
It doesn't work.
No.
Now you're just a wide awake drunk.
Oh, where? What? 19-year-old Tennessee man arrested after authorities said he pulled over several people while impersonating a police officer. Jackson Jones was wearing a bulletproof vest with a sheriff patch on it, along with a duty belt with knives and a flashlight and handcuffs when he was questioned by authorities. According to the sheriff's office, Jackson told deputies he was only wearing the vest because it's comfy.
And kept him warm.
Yes. According to authorities, the person who was pulled over by Jones became suspicious after he claimed to be an undercover officer and acted aggressively. Right. Jackson Jones sounds like a TV show, and he has this to say.
I am what I am, and I do what I do. A few guys make shoelaces, some lay sod, others make a very good living neutering animals. I'm a cop.
Oh, let's move on to this one. Correctional Services Canada is investigating after a pigeon was found in a prison yard in Abbotsford, British Columbia, with a package of crystal meth tied to its back. Officers were standing in one of the fenced... Oh, I don't know. That was written really poorly. Officers were standing in one of the fenced areas when the officers noticed something strange, a gray bird with a small package on its back. The officers moved in. The officers approached the bird, removed its cargo, and set it free. What? They didn't slap it in cuffs? The package contained about 30 grams of crystal meth.
Whoa. Here are the officers trying to capture the bird.
Yeah, birdie, 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 birdie.
Caw.
9-year-old in Spain dreaded returning to school after Christmas break so much that he hid in a crawl space. After a day-long search by the boy's parents, their neighbors, and police, the kid was found. He was prepared to stay in the crawl space for quite some time, as he'd packed a large backpack with 2 bottles of water, 4 loaves of bread, lots of cookies, 2 flashlights, a handheld game system, and a spare pair of underwear.
Oh. Wow. He even thought of the underwear. That doesn't usually happen with 9-year-old boys.
It doesn't even usually happen with men. Wow. Wow.
Meanwhile, back at Snidely's not-so-secret hideout.
Got to use that one twice.
You did.
I know. Impressive. All right. Police officers called to... Is it... No, yeah, it's me, right? No, it's you.
It's me.
It's you.
It's me.
No, I'm pretty sure it's you.
I'm pretty sure. Police officers called to a home in South Africa heard what they thought was a female voice calling out for assistance. Nobody answered the front door, and with seconds ticking away and a dog barking inside, a sergeant ordered officers to kick in the door. With guns drawn, officers searched room by room and found no humans in distress, but they continued to hear the pleas for help. In a first-floor bedroom, they figured out the mystery. A caged bird, a cockatoo, was repeatedly saying, "Help me, help me."
What is this thing? Look how it thinks it's so cool. It's not cool to get help. Walk by yourself, you little gargoyle.
I was waiting for the here, birdie, birdie, birdie.
I just didn't think I should do that one twice, but it might have worked better. Man complained to authorities in the UK that his neighbors had been stealing his Wi-Fi. Man said he'd seen the neighbors up on the roof several times with their computers and had photographed them. He said they backed their car halfway out of the garage to give him a way to climb up on the roof, then used their laptops while sitting on the roof to steal his Wi-Fi. No.
He was a thief and a terrorist. On the other hand, he had a tremendous singing voice.
La, 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 la.
Karaoke time.
Apparently he didn't know that he could change the password.
Let them eat static.
That's right. All right, that is our big show for today. Thank you so much, my sister Val, live from Deer Park, Washington.
Thank you.
How's
More
things
applause, please. I live for the applause. Applause.
And leaving on a sour note, remember, if what you learned today on the show, if you eat some Triscuits, have water close by. They're really not our sponsor, but it sounded good.
No, I thought it was Frosted Mini Wheats.
Frosted Mini Wheats. All right, thank you for listening. Have a great day. Keep on listening to Northern Lights Public Radio. Tomorrow, I will be joined by the one and only Mike Bentz. All right, thanks for listening. It's KCHW 102.7. Goodbye, Val.
Goodbye, brother.
All right, thanks for being here, and I'll see you in just a few weeks.
Yay!
I am what I am, and I do what I do. If you guys make shoelaces, some lay sod, others make a very good living neutering animals. I'm a cop.
But, Mr. Minister, it isn't like this was the first troublesome thing to come out of Canada. Let us not forget Bryan Adams.
No, the Canadian government has apologized for Bryan Adams on several occasions.
You know, if I were to die right now due to the carelessness of a friend, well, that'd just be okay.
One more.
Oh, no! We suck again!
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7